So you're exhausted, emotionally drained, tired of dealing with people, feeling consistently attacked. Isn't that difficult to deal with every single day? So what can you do? In this video, I will share the reasons why you are exhausted as a spiritual person and what you can do to protect yourself and your energy. You are giving your energy, your power to others, which is making you drained, exhausted, and you're living by a thread on day-to-day basis. Why does that happen? The reason you're giving your power to other people because unconsciously you are lacking boundaries. You are not feeling good enough. You are struggling to say no. You are too available. All of that is leaking your energy, your power, which is making you feel drained, exhausted. And when you don't feel loved or enough, you're bound to give your power to others. The second reason why you are exhausted is that you are giving and not receiving. You people please, you want to help others, and this need of wanting to help others making you overextend yourself. Giving and giving without receiving, what it does is it creates this misalignment of energy. Because when you give to someone consistently, you are energetically speaking to them that you are not worthy of receiving. So they feel that you do not feel worthy to receive. That's when they start taking advantage of you. And then you feel that you are so good to them and they are not doing anything for you. They are not helping you. They are not supporting you, even though you've done so much to them. Does that resonate with you? It happens because as human being, when they feel energetically that you don't feel worthy, you don't feel enough, they will sense that and they will give you what you expect, which just means nothing because you don't feel worthy to receive. So they will just give you what you are speaking energetically. The next reason is you are surviving and not thriving. This energy depletion, feeling exhausted every single day, feeling tired, feeling like you cannot take another day is causing you to stay in a survival mode. What is a survival mode? Survival mode is where you only can do basics of your potential, where you just go to work, you do pay your bills, you eat, you sleep, and you kind of do the obligations of family, friends, which you have. These are the basic things you can do because you are not in fully with yourself because of this depletion, this feeling of not having enough energy to deal with things. How would you deal with your vision, your desires, your goals, which feels far from you because you are in this survival mode? You feel like, let me just get by. Let me just manage this day. Consistent attacks from others, feeling like people are triggering you, feeling like people don't like you, feeling like you are not enough, feeling like you are not worthy. It is keeping you in survival. And that's the reason you are feeling drained, because ultimately you want to do what you're passionate about. Ultimately, you want to follow your calling, your purpose. But because you are in survival, you are unable to do that because you're not aligned, because you're not feeling empowered, because you're not feeling energy-wise in this energy high vibe where you can take actions towards what you really desire because of the reasons I just mentioned. So that is causing you to stay in this survival space. Another really common reason why as a spiritual person you are feeling exhausted and drained is that you are surrounded, your environment is where people are naysayers, they are complaining, they are negative, they are toxic, they are nasty, they are not good to you. Imagine there's nobody's pushing you up, everybody's kind of pulling you down. Imagine that, just visualize that image in your head that instead of people pushing you, uplifting you, being kind to you, being generous with you, applauding you, celebrating you, they're pulling you, they're causing pain, they're gossiping, they are being negative, they are just being horrible. If you're around people who are constantly pulling you down, making you feel not good enough, what would happen? You will feel drained. How would you be in your zone of genius? How will you be in your alignment? How will you be your greatest version? You will not be able to have that because you're being pulled consistently. And it's so painful. It is extremely painful to go through that. And that's why you need to be aware of that that's what's happening so that you can take actions to change your reality. And the next reason, which is extremely important, which most of us people who are chosen ones, spiritual people who are highly conscious, they may go through that. I'm not saying everyone, but that might be true for you, is that unconsciously you may be taking pain of others within you. And that sounds a bit crazy. Like, what are you talking about? And what I'm talking about here is if you are empathic, if you are spiritual, if you feel this higher power energy, you feel connected to God, and you have this awareness, consciousness, and you are highly sensitive. If you have all of that, subconsciously, when you meet people and go in the world, you may be taking energetically their pain. If you're empathic and highly sensitive and also spiritual, that's very common that you would take other people's pain in you, in your body. And I'm not saying in any other way, I'm just talking energetically. You are taking that pain in. And when you take that pain in, you feel drained, you feel tired. Sometimes you even get sick. Sometimes you have migraines. Sometimes you just feel you have no life in you because you've been taking other people's pain in your body. It used to happen to me, and that's why I'm mentioning it, because I used to take other people's pain, thinking that it's my own pain, thinking that this is who I am and I am suffering. Even though nothing outside was happening in my life, everything was fine, but I felt so much pain because I was not aware that that's what I was doing. And because I was doing that, I was consistently suffering a lot of pain. And it was very difficult until I learned how to not take those pain in, how to kind of detach myself, from other people's energy so that I'm not being exposed energetically. Does that make sense? So these are the reasons why you could be exhausted and what you can do. So let's talk about that. What can you do to protect yourself and your energy? The number one thing you need to do to protect yourself is to have very strong boundaries. It is so important to have boundaries with people. And you have boundaries by communicating your truth, communicating how you feel, communicating what is right for you, what is not right for you. It is so important. Anything you don't feel aligned with, anything that is not right for you, you have to become strong enough to speak that. It is extremely important, especially as a spiritual person. We tend to give a lot. And because we tend to give a lot, people expect a lot. So it may happen when you start saying no, people who are in your life, they might start feeling, they want to not be around you. They might want to leave you. So that's the challenge with that. When you start setting boundaries, the people who have been attached to you, when you start saying no because it doesn't work for you, because it doesn't serve you, they may start leaving you. So you have to become aware of that, if you are ready to do that or not. And it's only you can answer that, if you are ready or not, right? Because I am no one to tell you what you should do. And you should decide for yourself what is right for you. But if you are going to, some people will not leave if they are truly care about you, they love you, they care about you, they would respect your wishes. But I just wanted to mention that will happen, that people may leave you. So if you're not ready for that, then you have to evaluate what you can do. But it's important to set boundaries. It's really important. The second thing you need to do is really work on healing your wounds, your pain, your traumas, your difficulties, your suffering, the things you are feeling like, which makes you feel not worthy, which makes you feel not good enough, which makes you feel you are not loved. You have to start working on those, and you start healing those patterns, those blocks, so that you can be aligned with who you are, so that you don't feel so needy, so that you don't feel like you have to give so much without receiving. So you have to be aligned with who you are. In order to do that, you have to heal yourself. And then next thing, which I really want to mention is that you need to learn, and it's really important that you prime yourself before you meet anyone and before you leave your home, before you connect with any other soul, any other individual. You have to visualize and set an intention that your energy and your aura is protected. Visualize yourself in a bubble. Visualize yourself in a protective light of the Creator, and visualize yourself being in this protective energy, protective bubble, so that even if you do meet people who are negative, or they're saying something or anything like that, just visualize. Even if you start feeling that, oh my God, this person is going to, really affect my energy, just feel detachment, feel this feeling of this energy kind of protection between you and that person. Just visualize it in your mind, and that's all you have to do. And that's the training yourself to be more in your body, be more protective of your aura, your energy, so that you don't get affected by other people. And it's a really good practice every single morning to do that, to before leaving home, to protect yourself and put yourself with the intention that your aura, your energy is protected. With that, I want to just mention that few spots have been opened up to be coached by me. So if you are suffering with emotional pain, feel exhausted and overwhelmed, then do complete a short application on my website, which is linked below, so that we can see if you're right fit to work together. Like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. So this is the next video you should watch, which is about why the chosen ones struggle at work.